from the heart of America. I'm Steve Gruber, your soldier of truth, the tip of the spear against socialists and all those enemies of America. Here ready to fight for you from the Foxhole Freeman. And remember to think while it's still legal. This is the Steve Gruber Show. Here are three big things you need to know to start your week. Number one, Barack Obama's Pulitzer Prize-winning biographer says the former president wrote fantasies about gay sex to former girlfriends. He stands by it. Number two, China and Russia send Navy warships near the territorial water of the United States, just off from the Alaska. It's the latest provocation toward the communists in America. And number three, so where are we in America? We have the Chinese and the Russians basically playing chicken with us, while we prop up an arguably corrupt government in Kyiv with billions of American taxpayer dollars. Nobody seems to talk too much about it. More than 7 million illegal aliens have streamed into the country since Joe Biden was sworn in as president. He swore an oath to the Constitution, but has not upheld that oath at all, in my opinion. Think about this. Montana has about 1.1 million people. So Joe Biden and his worthless socialist buddies in Washington have allowed the population of Montana to enter our country illegally 7 times over since he took office. The population of the state of Montana 7 times over. That's what's come over the border illegally since he got there. And what is the Biden administration doing? Nothing that anyone can tell besides gaslighting anyone who will listen and, of course, blaming the former president. That's all they've got. His team is also taking aim at just about everything you can imagine. The latest, by the way, is air conditioning, because the solution to global climate change and global warming is to let you sit in heat without relief. You see, the Environmental Protection Agency just announced a 40% production cut for hydrofluorocarbons, beginning almost immediately. And that means AC costs, which had already shot up because of Biden's restrictions, are going to jump astronomically. I'm telling you right now, if you have an AC issue, get it fixed today. Don't wait. This is going to send the cost into the orbit for AC units being repaired. It will also force new equipment to adhere to unbelievable standards of efficiency, meaning the cost of new AC units will also be astronomical. And guess what? The manufacturers, they're all for it. Yeah, we should absolutely do this. The manufacturers, we're for climate change support. Why, really? Because they know they can cash in big by offering only Cadillac systems going forward. They can sell all brand new equipment, making AC, by the way, out of the reach for millions, but profits will be huge for these companies. This is one of those things that makes capitalism look bad, by the way, because these corporations are going to cash in on your misery. Of course, that wouldn't happen if the government would just stop interfering in our lives completely. And this is just the latest item on the list of things the Democrats want canceled. So let me see here. Last week it was what? Oh, yeah, water heaters. Before that, let me think about this. Generators, gas stoves, furnaces, light bulbs, red meat and dairy, of course, refrigerators, washing machines, dishwashers, ceiling fans, microwave ovens, shower heads, and any and all internal combustion engines, which of course means your car, your truck, your lawnmower, your weed whip, your leaf blower, and everything else in your garage. So, when they say really crazy things, don't just laugh. Don't. When they say, we're going to get rid of this, you say, that's crazy, that will never happen. When Democrats like Joe Biden tell you they're going to destroy America, you should believe them. That is the intention, and they're following through. Here's another example. Listen.
No more drilling. There is no more drilling. I haven't formed any new drilling.
No more drilling on federal lands. No more drilling, including offshore. No ability for the oil industry to continue to drill. Period. Ends.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated.
We're going to be shutting these plants down all across America. No one's going to build a coal-fired plant again, and we're going to get rid of the ones we have now.
I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel.
What about, say, stopping fracking and stopping pipeline infrastructure?
Exactly.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
No new fracking.
We are going to get rid of fossil fuels.
Have a transition from the oil industry, yes.
Yeah, but Papa Joe, he's a good guy. He's just an aw shucks kind of grandpa. A guy fighting for you, and that's why he got into politics, was to fight for the little guy. Is that why he got into politics? Maybe it was something else. I'm trying to remember. So why did Joe Biden enter politics? To create a corrupt machine to make millions of dollars? Well, maybe, but that came later. Here's what he says. Listen.
Try to remember what it was that first got you involved in politics to begin with. I remember for me what it was.
I got involved in politics for two reasons, only two, at the front end of my career. Civil rights and the environment.
Voting rights. Voting rights. Voting rights. That's how I got involved in politics. We ended that damn war. That's why I ran the Vietnam War. That's what got me involved in politics in the first place, a thing called redlining.
I got involved in politics because of the poor and the disadvantaged.
I got involved to try to stop the construction of that highway, which I did. That's what got me involved. I quit the law firm and asked for a job to become a public defender. That's what sort of got me involved in politics. I got involved in politics to begin with because of civil rights and opposition to white supremacists, the Ku Klux Klan. It's all about family. It's all about community. And it really is. That's what got Pete engaged. That's what got him involved. That's what got me involved.
I got involved in politics because of the neighborhood I came from.
Yeah, civil rights and the environment. The only two reasons I got involved in politics. And then this reason. Pandering is what you call that. Pandering. Joe Biden. That's why I got involved in politics. Anyway, while they're trying to destroy every appliance you have in your home, they want you to understand just how wonderful everything is. Everything's wonderful. Did you not know? I mean, there should be no problem replacing all of your major appliances and the minor ones too, because with Bidenomics, holy cow, Americans are rolling in cash right now. You are, right? I mean, that's what we're being told every day anyway. Inflation's down. Everything's going to be great. Seems to me people are not buying into that at all. The Economist Andrew Puzder says they can all claim Bidenomics is great and the economy is doing great. It doesn't mean anyone is buying it. Listen to this.
Look, people are being told that the inflation rate is going down. Biden's out there saying inflation's down. We're defeating it. But they see prices keep going up because the only thing that's going down is the rate of inflation. Inflation and prices keep increasing. And then they hear from Fitch that the country may not be in as good a shape as the Bidenomics pledge seems to be indicating it is, that they're getting downgraded, that the people at the top may not be doing their job. I think it's serious. And in some senses, I think it was well deserved. We do seem to have a problem coming to grips with our growing deficit and our growing debt. And then inflation, of course, is it's like a tax, but it's also an indication that you're not going to pay back the full amount of your debt because you're going to be paying back with inflated dollars. So I think it was much like happened in the Obama economy when we were downgraded by Moody's. I think this downgrade it should send a message. Should send a message to policymakers that we need to make some changes.
Yeah, we do need to make some changes. In the White House, for starters, and in the VP's office for secondary changes. We need to make those changes. He's right. We're going to get back to more about the economy and how wonderful it is, and Bidenomics and the destruction of the American appliances. All of that coming up. Don't worry, I've got it all covered for you. It's the Steve Gruber Show. Good to see you. We'll get back to it after this.